You're gonna
So
do
original
awesome.
for a tiefling bard. I am so original and so cool and original that I'm doing
Yeah,
that.
you're
It's so
original
cool.
because you're gonna put a different spin on it. You're not just gonna make a
Actually, yeah,
gay
like, I
person.
mean,
Love gay
yeah,
people.
I keep
No, you're gonna make like a
a
cool gay person. It's gonna be
cool gay person. I did get called gay by Echo and Nemo as I said, as I was like, do I play a tiefling? And they're like, you're checking off all the boxes to being homosexual. And I'm like, that's crazy. That is insane and crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That is insane and crazy. But yeah, it's just very funny. Um, but yes, but I think specifically, so
Sure, that's
this
good.
fun fact, this character I've had for a while. So back
Yo.
in maybe like
Oh.
quarantine, like was when I first started kind of getting into like D&D, Pathfinder, that kind of stuff. Um, and I got D&D Beyond before all the stuff happened.
Oh yeah.
And I made like a character on there, and this is like before I say like put thought into how I mimic characters, but like before I um like before I like cared about like stats and like where everything kind of went. um I made a character who was a tiefling bard, um
Hey,
and I kind
Leon.
of held and and I kind of um held off, like I kind of put the character in, not the basement, like in the treasury. Like I put them in like a museum, like where they were there. I was like, I'm gonna use you. I don't know when. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I am gonna use you one day if we ever do 5D. And then all that stuff happened. Was it the coast? Down to some stuff. I'm like, oh, I might not ever get a chance to kind of play this character, so I try to kind of make him in Pathfinder, and the direct translation is never easy. Um, but I was trying to kind of do that, and I was like, okay, you look whatever this like this is suitable enough, and now with Athea, I'm bringing this character back.
Woko see you. I know I
Yeah,
could join if I asked, but I feel like I'd
don't want
just drop
to.
out again. And
Yeah,
it's
you're
not
like,
their fault.
I'll
Anyways.
do.
Thank you, Leon. Hi, buddy. But anyways.
Hello,
Oh my gosh.
hello. Um,
Bruh's hanging out.
yeah. Um, Yeah, I mean, honestly, like D&D is not for everybody, and that's like fine. Like a lot of and
I wish there
that's
was an
okay,
alternative.
right?
I wish that.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, I
Like,
just.
well, there's an alternative. It's called just making OCs and asking, "Hey, do you want to ship my character with them? Thank you. Have a nice day." That's what I.
Okay, Bruh has a point.
Yeah, like, that's literally like the alternative. It's like, oh, I like your character. Can I make a boyfriend for them? And then they're like, yes. Yes or no? Check, check yes or no.
Check yes or no on this thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
I guess, yeah. All I really want to do is make characters, and then I just might as well just do it. Just make a character. Like I don't know what I.
Exactly. You know, it like doesn't need to be attached to anything if you don't want it to be. So don't put that pressure, right?
I just
But
have a Stronus
yeah,
right now. He's stinky.
yeah. Yeah, he is very stinky. Um, but but yeah, I am playing a College of Spirits,
What?
which means I like channel ghosts to
What?
like powers. Yeah.
Bro's playing as a
I
medium.
basically actually, um, and one of the features of the class is you can choose like a spell casting focus. And you can either choose a crystal ball, a candle, a skull, or in 5e it's a deck of terracotta.
Whoa. Should do that.
No, yeah, and I picked the cards, and
I knew
like,
it.
yeah, like we're making like a tarot reader, like a card reader. Um, um, so we're kind of like going for that kind of vibe with them.
Good job.
But yeah, like the whole thing
Love
is like you roll like on like your bardic inspiration die, you get a number, and like that's like the card that you've pulled, and you can either choose to use that like on yourself or like on your teammates, and
So legit.
yeah, and it seems fun, and I'm excited to play this character. Whenever we kind of like really get into it.
Do you guys need NPCs? I'm gonna ask Nemo.
Yeah, ask Nemo, and Echo.
Watch me ask Nemo right now. Echo's cool. But I have Nemo on speed dial.
Yeah, you do have Nemo on speed dial. You talk to Nemo more than you talk to Echo. Because you were in a session with them, and then you like left the D&D. Not because of them, but like you don't have a lot of interaction with them. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's basically it, right? You know. But yeah. If they need NPCs, and like honestly, if you ask, Nemo would probably be down, because that's like
no.
less planning on their part. Yeah, that's like less planning on their part. That's what they gotta do. Probably.
They say no. Nah, I wouldn't care.
No,
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't.
I'd be okay. I think I would live.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm making. I'm making one. I'm trying to pull.
I'm excited.
I'm pulling. I'm doing. I'm weird. I don't know if my process is weird or not. It's just my process, but I do the character sheet and stuff first. I try, because I think once you roll out all the numbers and you put them all there, it's easy, I think, to create a character from there. It's like going from like what's like their best score to their worst score. I think that kind of helps formulate the character of like, okay, this character is more like this, and it kind of can inform, I think, a lot of your character design choices and your shape language and stuff like that.
This character is spinky. Like that.
Yeah, this character is stinky. Not really. No. But yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. You got this.
Oh, hi. Leon said hi to me in chat. Hi.
Hi, bro.
Hi. Hi. I did not notice it did not have the chat open. But yeah.
That's
what
okay.
I think about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I work from the. Yeah, I just did not have the chat open. So yeah, like I work. Yeah, so I work from like the inside out. Like I try to figure out internally and like personality wise what the character is, and then I kind of move on to a design. Because it just helps me kind of inform myself on like, this character is, like charismatic. How does their charisma come off of their person? Like, if their whole thing is like talking to people and communicating with people and being a people person, how do they present to those people, and what's the most important aspect of that? There's different aspects of charisma, right? There's like intimidation, there's persuasion, there is like deception. Like, so like are they going to scare you? Are they going to be like physically intimidating? Or are they persuasive? So are they going to be the Rizzler? Are they more of a liar? Like, are they going to like straight up lie to you and try and get away with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they going to or are they going to like persuade you? They're gonna sweet talk you. They're gonna like charm you to get what they want out of you, right? And then that informs, okay, if they're more intimidating, okay, then they might be like either bigger physically, or maybe there's something about like their face that it strikes a little bit more fear. Like maybe they're covered in scars, or they're like whatever, right?
We'd
Or
make a
like
good team. You write up the characters, and then I will draw them, and then we sell them, and we split the profit.
honestly, if just coming up with a good idea for a character could be a job, I would probably be a billionaire.
It is.
I
There's a specific right before concept artists. There is a person who has to write up the descriptions. And I think it's usually the art director, but don't quote me on that because I feel like you could do it. Let's look at this. We'll figure it out. The freaking there's so much that goes into creating stuff.
Let me figure that out. But like figuring out what like who a character is. I usually like who it's like who, what, when, where, why, whatever. I usually start with like who is this person, or specifically if I be like what are their stats, what are the things that they're going to prioritize the most, and how do I incorporate that into their design, right? That is what I think about. So for this character, weirdly enough, for them being a bard, I wanted them to have high wisdom because I wanted them to have high insight. And insight is like what, like insight to you as a person. Can't, by looking at you, can I tell what you're thinking, what you're feeling, maybe what you're about to do? How can I read you in this moment, right?
I figured it out. It's a writer. You could be a video game writer. Character writer.
I don't really feel like it. I'm not very good at writing.
What? But you just said. Yeah, I know.
Well,
Okay,
well, not like the physical writing. I'm good at like writing down like little bits and pieces for stuff, but not like. Oh, is this a commission?
Yes.
Oh, from Delta?
From Muffin. I call Bruh Muffin because I think it's funny. But yes, you're right.
Oh, that's awesome. That's Tempo?
Yeah, it's Tempo.
Oh.
I have my background. I finished the background before because, of course, I did.
No, that's earnestly fair. Like, do that. Also, doing the background first, it kind of creates good mood lighting and stuff like that.
It does. How
and
am I
like,
supposed
with like
to...
color palette and all that.
Yes. I'm doing my second sketch. I do 2 sketches.
Oh no, I also do several sketches. I have several sketch phases before I get to line art. But yeah, you know. So I think for this character, despite them having like high charisma, I think I'm trying to focus on them having like high insight. Like I think they're good at like reading people because, I mean, I think like naturally when you think of someone with like a tarot deck, you think of someone that does like readings.
Yeah.
And so this person obviously like does readings for people. And so like what would be the most important thing to them? And I think for me, it's deception and insight. They're like the kind of person that like when they get like a customer or whoever, I want them to be able to like look at someone and go, what do you want out of this reading? Because because sometimes when people get readings, not everybody, I know I used to be this way, you're kind of looking for a specific answer. You're looking for something to kind of justify your way of thinking in this current moment, or like how you think or how you feel about something. And sometimes, not all the time, but there are some readers who will look at that, take advantage of that, and go, I know the answer that you want from me in this moment. I am just going to give it to you because you're not going to accept anything else. Or maybe solidifying that kind of thinking will get me some moolah, will get me some coin. Everyone is doing it for different reasons. I don't blame you if you out here. If you scam, go crazy.
You scam, go crazy. It can be mad karma, but okay.
Actual scamming, guys. But you know, you do what you do. But you know, like I want them to be able to kind of have that process of like, of like when a customer walks in, being like, okay, do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to lie to you about what I'm getting? But like,
yeah,
too
bad.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, you know, I kind of wanted to be the person to be like, okay, like, do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to lie to you, like, in this moment? But like specifically because they are a channeler of like the dead, I think it's a little bit more like kind of like specific to like. I have like this running gag in my own head that they're like, no, I can't read your fortune, I can't read your love life. If you want that, go to somebody else. I only talk to dead people. I can't do anything else. If you want to talk to a dead loved one, got you. I cannot do any other reading. I cannot do that. That is for other people. That's kind of how I think about this.
You should give them a familiar, because dealing with that kind of stuff can be dangerous.
Well, I'm gonna have to. Bards can't take familiars, I don't think.
No!
So I'm gonna have to. So if I want familiar, I'm gonna have to take another level in something else.
Sussy.
Which. Hold.
Sussy Among Us. Bro's been called away. Did you open? Yes, never mind, you're here.
I will be on mute, but I will still be here.
True.
Okay.
It's cat time.
I need to go get dinner. It's very serious.
Okay. It's very seal-y. Seal. I can't.
Yes.
Serious. Hi, chat. The chat is hanging out. I accidentally almost opened a new drawing. What the heck? Anyways, this is commission for Silly Muffin. I don't think Silly Muffin is on here. There's no Muffin cited. No Muffin in sight today. That's a good idea. I should save. Thank you. Cat. Car. I mean, I don't know. Let's talk about some of the things that I do when I make characters, because we kind of are on that train. When I make, it's kind of hard to explain because I just do it. But people are like, what? What do you mean you just do it? It's I'm gonna use my character Stronus as an example. I don't know if I have a pic of him. Oh, I do. I'll find him. I call him my amoeba because I changed his design so many times.